Good morning. Nick laying down some style and OG and Denton and everyone showing up for day two, round two of this pump and swell. And, I almost didn't go. I was so spent from 9 hours the previous 2 days and I was cooked. But I looked at the forecast and it was going to be small, the rest of the week. And I'm like, we've only had one of these swells so infrequently. So like everyone else here, get out there and get some and party wave and have some fun. Yeah, man, it's so fun. Just seeing all these guys, I haven't seen Nick in a long time. And so it was cool to see him and everyone else I haven't seen in a while. And just get out and share some waves. I mean, there's tons of room. There's longboarders and all kinds of surf vessels and vehicles everywhere, but there's tons of room. We can just, there's tons of waves coming through. There's whatever, 300 yards of space. We can pump around or we can be right on top of each other. It's all good. We can all find a way and have some good time fun. Getting one to the beach is always a treat. Super fun. It was unreal. I thought the day before the swell took its sweet time filling in, and it most of the day it was on the smaller side. It wasn't until the end that we got some of those Macker sets, but today showed up at the high tide and it was just bombing consistently. The period had shortened, and so it was way more consistent. We didn't have to wait at all. If anything, it was more like letting some go so we could rest and relax. And, cool to see the big guy doing multiples, somebody my size pumping around and getting done, super fun, just fun. I'm super stoked. We haven't had that many days here. And so it's awesome, that there can be this like huge drought or famine or scarcity of swell and waves. And then it finally shows up and it's like picture perfect, beautiful day, sunny. I mean, OG's got his, suit half off. It's so warm. We're all sweating in our 4 or 5 mils. It's like the conditions are this good and it's crowded and everybody's still friendly. Everyone's having fun. Something about, I've noticed over the years, there's a strange like inverse of after a long, prolonged, drought or no waves or like a freak swell, instead of people being like grumpy or like irritable, everyone's just on super high, stoke, just because we're all just seeing swell, seeing everyone get rides. It's a trip. I trip on it because you would think that after not getting waves for so long, we'd be kind of like, like stuck in traffic. But no, it's the other way around. Everyone's like, yeah, let's go. You go. No, I'll go. All right. And it's a blast. It's just a blast. And the equipment is just getting so good these days. There was a few years early on where it was always a struggle of like we were either fighting equipment or fighting to get equipment or weren't quite sure, how to take it up a notch. Or on these bigger days, in foil terms, everything's skewed. And so like this is like, double overhead beach break or somewhere else, just as far as the speed and the intensity of hauling, down the line and barely hanging on. And then the contrast of you get like a real screamer. And then on the inside, you want to do multiples. And it's like, so finding that like sweet spot of a wing that can handle the size and the speed and do turns and still pump back out, still be, so it's just, that's what the thing that I think every foiler can relate to this, but the ability to change something small and have it be a total game changer. It's like the equivalent of a new board in surfing or going from say a 9-footer to a 6-footer. It's that extreme, just changing a tail or shimming it or a longer mast, all these little things that in surfing might be, have to get a whole new board shaped and it would take months, whereas we can just change one little thing, one little part, and all of a sudden it's like, come alive. And and we're all talking about, oh, how's this? And oh, I've been riding higher and it made a huge difference and I changed my cadence and it did this. And so it's stoked, it's just fun to be out. Good time to be a wave rider, so I'm stoked. Thanks for watching. Hope this was good for you. And, if you're stoked, give a like, a thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, come on over to the website, check out the Learn to Foil course. I hope that helps. And thanks so much for watching.